because, and this leads into what we learned. You're not just hitting record.
No.
You're doing lighting.
Yep.
You're doing color. You're
Yep.
doing audio mixing. You're
Yep.
framing
Yeah.
and it's one person.
Yeah.
And it kind of has to be for the economics right now of podcast
For sure.
studios,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
I mean, we have friends who work on the hot ones as cameramen, and they get paid really good day rates.
Yep.
It's not as good as your normal Hollywood day rate, but it's for podcasts, it's definitely top tier day rate to shoot with.
I would say because that's like an internet show. You know what I mean?
Well, it's gotten big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they had to get to that point too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so when people come through here, we see it all, right? And it all comes down to pricing too. We've tried to create an in and out style menu. It's like, just, this is the package. That way it removes a lot of ambiguity. But the one thing that always triggers people up is the rates, because they have a perception of what they think it should cost. And it's like, okay, well, what service are you expecting? And, managing expectations. One of those comes in the form of exports.
Yes.
Right? So explain it as somebody who's done a ton of exports. Just explain it to people that are,
Yeah. Well, you have what we shoot BRAW.
Yeah.
Because of the system, if we want to be able to capture, to be able to monitor and record a backup.
Because we're on Blackmagic cameras.
Yes, we decided on Blackmagic cameras. We could do Sony through the ATEM, but at the same rate, we'd have to shoot in whatever format that it will allow us while we monitor, and then do a backup recording on the ATEM. ATEM, it stands for ATEM. I don't know what that acronym actually stands for, but
that's all right.
I'll put it right here.
There you go. Oh, okay. You're editing this, so you'll know exactly where it goes. I like that.
And then so a lot of people, they either want smaller files because their editors are in New York, they're in Egypt, Paraguay, wherever they may be. They want smaller files. They don't want the large RAW, even though we compress it 12:1. They're still quite large.
Yeah.
Right? So we will make ProRes 422 regular, 422
we have PTSD
HQ.
from that, because it
yeah.
How much does it increase the size of RAW?
Well, if it were a larger format RAW, it would actually decrease, but because we do 12:1 compressed BRAW, it basically doubles the amount of information. So it's
Which
twice as large.
Our ability to just upload it to a Google Drive for somebody to download.
Because Google Drive only allows you 750 gigabytes a day upload limit.
That's the thing we ran into.
Yep, that's what we ran into.
But anyways, exports.
Yes. So it takes time for us to basically take the RAW, align it with the audio, sync, align. That's why we slate every shoot, and then put a color profile on it that you like, matches with your show aesthetic. And then we export it. Most of the time it's going to be, QuickTime H.264 format. Sometimes MP4 H.264, all 4K. That way, the bit depth isn't that much, but they're very easy to manage.
So it takes time.
Yes, it takes time for us to do it as well. And then time to use the computer, because to make those exports, it takes about half as long as when we shoot. So if we're shooting for an hour podcast, it takes 30 minutes to make one camera's exports. So that's an hour and a half, for 3 camera shoot.
Yeah. And there are ways to expedite that, right? Like live switching, line cuts.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's also time and focus that needs to be accounted for.
Yeah.
During a recording session.
But the problem with that, is if you take the line cut and you try and edit off that, say you wanted the wide, you wanted both of them laughing, and they switch to the other person to get the reaction shot, and you didn't like that in editing, there's no way to edit that out unless you do the full
I
full
got
thing.
you.